So, poor soul, did you make the unfortunate mistake of putting a Delphi pump in your Saab 93 Aero? Well, luckily for you, so did I. And until you can get it replaced with either an Orio OE pump or a Spectra Premium, I'm going to show you how to start your Saab 93 with a Delphi pump. Now, normally speaking, on cold starts, it won't be an issue. And if you turn it off and then turn it on pretty immediately again, it won't be an issue. But if you, say, park somewhere to go get groceries and it's been 15 to 30 minutes, your car, you'll come out, car won't start. It'll just sit there, crank, 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 right? So here's the deal. You're going to go ahead and you're going to remove this here engine cover and make sure it's nice and broken like mine is on that side near the turbo. So this piece right here, this is your fuel pressure sensor. This is right on the fuel rail, which tells the ECU how much fuel pressure you're getting. There's a little cap right here. You're going to take this cap off. Hard to do with one hand, not really, but I'm just being a little bitch. So this cap unscrews. Make sure you don't drop this cap or you're going to have a hell of a time with some needle nose pliers getting it out from the top of the really hot engine all the way down there. Okay, so what you'll see here is basically a valve stem. So, you know, you've got valve stems on your car tires like this one down here. You've got one on your bike. Not a big deal, right? So, exactly like a valve stem, there's a middle little metal piece here in this. And what I recommend you do is you grab your nearest handy, Allen wrench set. You come around here, you're going to take an Allen wrench that's roughly the size of that inner hole there. Now, what I'm about to show you next will spray fuel absolutely everywhere. So, what I recommend you do, this is a Kleenex for demonstration purposes, but I recommend you either carry a towel or a napkin with you. What you're going to do is you're going to put it on top of that little piece, right? And you're going to use the Allen head to push in on that valve. And you can hear that. You see how the bottom of the Kleenex is now nice and wet? That is because it is absolutely soaked in gas. Now what this does is that relieves the pressure on your fuel rail and at this sensor. So when you go to start the car the next time, your car will not have as much fuel pressure in the rail. Now, depending on how long you held that down for, if you held it too short, it still won't start. If you did it for too long, it'll sputter a lot and then start. You might have to rev it a little bit if you did that. But then all you got to do, put this cap back on. And while you have this issue, I recommend just leaving that engine cover off because you're going to be doing this a lot. And in my case, I now have a Spectra Premium pump, and I can safely put this back on as well as your oil cap. Don't forget about that. Don't want to start or drive off with that off. Put your Allen wrench set back together, just how it was. Open your car up. Sit down, put the key in, and
X-band, K-band, KE-band.
your car should start just like that.